welcome and thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of things which can definitely help us to understand relationships in detail a little bit better. I hope that helps, and whichever the point triggers you. When you feel something is not working out in your relationships or in your dates, or else someone you've been dating for a while and then somehow the boy or girl decided that it's not going any further, the best way to do it is, be nice to each other, and then, express your expressions uh, politely, in a way that they both understand each other, and then drift apart, rather than you looking into the negative aspects, and then you are that. I mean, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. See, at some point in time, we need to understand there are certain things you liked about that person. That's why, in the first instance, you even ready to meet up. Be it's your looks, or probably the way they talk to you, the way they respect you, whatever it may be. The list can go on. But at the same time, after you interacting with the person, a year from now, 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever the relations terms maybe you have at that point of time, that if you realize that there are certain triggers, something is not going further, and then you don't need to depress yourself, or you don't need to push yourself. You don't need to compress yourself. Those things. I'm not saying that you need to compromise. Obviously, the compromises in many aspects are the way to go further, because we might not find all the checklist ticks in out of 10 things what we require. Maybe there are 4, probably 6. You can go to the maximum, but not 10 ticks are going to happen. There is a compromise on both sides, unless until if you're looking only all the ticks box to be ticked in that of 10, probably over a period of time, or maybe as you started living, maybe there are 10 more items which will add up like a checklist in your list. Probably that might not meet also, then you eventually decided to go drift apart. However, compromise definitely, I'm not saying that you need to compromise everything to sacrifice your life, but at the same time, maybe there are certain things that you really need to do and work together. Compromise means working together, and so I look at it this way. If you're only looking at the tick boxes to be ticked out of 10, 15, 20 things, maybe that's not going to work it out, or else probably it seems like you have a different options available in a restaurant. For example, if you want to go for a Chinese, you go for a different place. If you want to go only have a pizzas and the fast foods, you go to a different place. Or you want an authentic the 3-course meal, you go to a different place. But you're not going to find all of them in one place. Perhaps maybe it doesn't matter how lavish or big the restaurant may be. Most of the time they don't even function with all the things. So there is a speciality in it. So try to understand what is the speciality you're looking to a person. Identify the 3 most important things that you cannot compromise and you cannot live without. So then whatever falls into place, you're in a good shape. Whatever is not falling into place, find a way to work it out together. Having said that, all of them, irrespective of what are the trials you did, and then say for example it's not working out, the best way to do is talk it over and then live in a good terms, rather than making it things ugly in the first place. And then also the second important thing is making the other person feel, you should not give the other person a feeling that, did I even know this person, or did I even fall into this kind of person? That is the last thing you should leave an impression to anybody. You don't need to pretend that what you are not. At the same time, make sure that even if you are drifting apart, I know it is going to be hard. I know it's going to have a difficult conversations to give, or it can happen in both the ways. But ultimately, your maturity shows the way you drift apart, being best of version of yourself. Things didn't work, whatever it may be. But having said that, make sure that irrespective of wherever you're getting into, even in the future after you drift apart, make sure you have a clarity on what you want. When most of the things what you want will show up in your life clearly, but we clearly know what you don't want in the person, or else that's the way forward. So make sure that you know what you don't want, and then what you want will eventually clear up. Again, top 3 things which you cannot live without is something that you should focus. Rest, if it falls in place, good luck. I mean, you're a lucky person. But if it is not, find a way to work it out together with the discussions, with the conversations. Or else, if you wanted 20 items to be ticked out of the list, same example which I gave, like a restaurant, you need to go to different places. You're not going to find it in one restaurant, all the different menus. Hope that helps, and good luck.